Hey Jerry, in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. My name is Seleni McGregor and I work with business owners across the state of Utah. I'm actually based out of Utah County myself, so just a little further south from you guys. But I put together this quick custom video for you about your online presence and specifically how you're stacking up against competition. So I'm sure you're sitting there at this point wondering, why would she be doing this and what's the catch here? Well, that's a very fair question. I have just found that most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business, swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, dealing with employees, and just staying on top of jobs. And many times, learning how to leverage the internet to benefit their company just gets buried under all of the other to-dos. And let's be real, half the time the only reason they haven't hired somebody yet is because they don't know who to trust or knowing who is truly an expert. And that's exactly why I make videos like this. I have found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free, it's resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, "Hey, I like you, Seleni. Can you please just handle this for me?" So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I gave you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. Now let's cover the 3 things that will help set Millcreek plumbing above your competition. Those 3 things are: first, content; second, citations; and third, backlinks. So first up is content. So Google isn't a human. It doesn't just know what you do. So it needs to be told through your content. Content is basically anything here that you can see on your front page here that is highlighted. So this could include text, pictures, what the pictures are saved as, what's behind the pictures. That can all be considered content. So let's actually jump to an example of the images. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Here's an image here. If we go right click, save as, we can see that it's named Meet Millcreek. Similarly, let's actually jump down. I think I saw some more pictures down. I'm not seeing any others on this front page. Let's go ahead and try this one, save as, Millcreek Plumbing Owners. So this would be a great way, for instance, to leverage high volume location specific keywords and including them in the detailed image descriptions here on any of these images on your page. It's a great way to be able to leverage that. Now, all of these things, again, are things that the Google bots can read and basically get an idea of what your business is, what services you offer, the area you're targeting, and that's going to position you in the search ranking. So the goal is having unique and authoritative content, and you need to have enough of it to be able to add in the keywords and key phrases that people are actually searching for in Google in order for somebody to find the services that you offer. Most business owners know that they need content, but they don't know that in order to rank number 1 on Google for plumbing, for instance, the average content count is 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage. Again, while making sure that it contains the right keywords and key phrases that your customers are actually searching for. When I copied your content here from your homepage and plugged it into one of my tools, I'm seeing here that you're sitting roughly around 1,000 words here on your homepage. Now, if we flip over to one of your other top competitors in the area, we've got Beehive Plumbing here. Just flipping through their website here, when I copied and pasted their information over to my tool, they're sitting closer to about 1,600 words on their homepage, just over that. And then, so it kind of gives you an idea of where we can help increase that to help make sure that you stay above your competition. Now we're actually going to jump over here into one of my tools. It's called Ahrefs. It's a really cool tool. Typically costs a couple $100 a month if you guys are interested to go and get that for yourself. But it essentially gives me behind the scene details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site and getting an idea of what's working well for you and for your competition. So I ran a quick scan of your competitor. Again, we're going with Beehive Plumbing over here. Initially, we can see the overview of how they're doing. We can see how many keywords are being found on their website and about the kind of traffic that they are driving in here. Now we're actually going to dive in specifically to these keywords, and we're going to be able to look at the exact keywords that they're ranking for and what customers are searching for every month. So we're going to pay attention here to, let's actually go ahead and just filter this specifically for Salt Lake and apply. That way we can see those location specific keywords here. Again, both you and Beehive are in the top rankings, kind of back and forth between each other there. So awesome job at getting to the top. You're for sure in the top 3 with a lot of your plumbing key terms. But a couple of things to point out I guess kind of jumping over here really quick too, when I've typed in plumbing Salt Lake City, for instance, you can see here that you guys are down number 3 currently on Google. So that is why I pulled in Beehive right here. So we're gonna hurry and jump back, over here into Beehive plumbing. We're gonna take a look at a few of these keywords here. So again, we've got plumbing Salt Lake City being searched 230 times. You've got some of these other high volume keywords, plumber Salt Lake City at 2,200 searches a month, Salt Lake City plumber 810, plumbers at Salt Lake City at 1,700. You've got a lot of these keywords as well. I did notice there was a couple that you're a little bit lower on, like right now you're falling in about 3rd position for this plumbing Salt Lake City. They're outranking you here to be able to pull in those other volume customers searching for that. Something else that I actually wanted to point out as well was your water heater. So I know that Beehive is more plumbing as well, but pulling in, I noticed, sorry, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. Let's actually go ahead and go over to Millcreek here. Okay, so you guys, you can see the same overview. You can see how many keywords are being found on your website and what type of traffic you guys are pulling in. Now, again, all this traffic can also be conducive to like any blog posts and things like that that are also driving traffic. But if we're jumping in here to your keywords, let's do that same filtering for Salt Lake. And let's go ahead and apply that. And again, we can see a lot of those similar keywords with those high volume keywords, which is excellent here. Again, you guys kind of go back and forth between the 2nd and 3rd or 1st and 2nd position, depending on which term is being found. Right now, again, plumbing Salt Lake City, you're sitting a little bit lower with that one. Something that I did notice that was really interesting was you guys are sitting really well with a lot of your plumbing keywords. However, when we're looking at something like, I noticed your website's got like water heater installation. And so kind of looking at some of the different water heater key terms, you've got 110 people searching for water heater installation in Salt Lake City. You guys are sitting like 6th, 7th position here. Water heater repair Salt Lake City at 170 searches. Water heater replacement Salt Lake with 70. Water softener repair with 100. Water softener installation Salt Lake City with 100. All of these key terms, you guys are sitting quite low. Like this one especially, 2nd, 3rd page there. You're sitting, 2nd or bottom of the 1st page with a lot of these ones. And so that was an area that I thought was really interesting, just what that would do to help bring in these hundreds of more customers that are searching these type of terms with the water heater stuff per month. Because I know you guys are doing quite well with your plumbing key terms, but I thought this could be a really cool opportunity to help increase your rankings in this area. Now, we're actually going to jump over and take a look at, that kind of wraps up content, I guess, kind of let you know. Again, with the content, increasing your homepage to at least the 1,500 keyword or 1,500 words of content on your webpage, and then just helping increase and making sure we get all those right keywords in there on your website so that you're being able to be found for all the key terms that you want. Now, again, we're going to jump over here into Google. We're going to kind of look at both plumbing and the water heater situation. You can see here with plumbing, first up, we are actually going to see right here the ads section. Of course, here's the thing with ads. Ads can work, but they can also be a huge money pit if your foundation, like your website, isn't dialed in, or if the customers are using an ad blocker. So just be careful to not burn your money here with Google Ads until you know for sure that it's going to convert. We're actually going to jump down here, though, below the ads section to this coveted map area. This has a lot to do with the second important thing that we're going to talk about, which is citations. And you're probably asking yourself, well, what is a citation? Why do they matter? And those are all great questions. So this is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've seen it. You've probably even used this section, and maybe you've even thought to yourself, how in the world can I get my business up on here? Well, it's a great question, and it's about what I'm to show you. So in order to get yourself in the top 3, the number one thing that Google looks at is a thing called citations. So what is a citation? Well, citations are actually super simple. They are just your business name, address, and phone number listed on a bunch of online directories like these: Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, and so on. They just need to match your Google listing exactly. Having citations like these helps Google verify you and then give relevance to your business. So to push yourself here on the top 3 of the Google Map Pack, you just need to increase your citation game. When you get more citations than your competitors here, especially from authoritative and industry-specific websites, your credibility boosts and you gain more trust from Google, therefore pushing you above your competition. Now, you might be asking yourself, great, but how do I actually do that? Well, there are paid tools like Bright Local or Whitespark that tells us exactly which directories these guys are on. So we can go out and match those same directories that they're on. But we don't want to just stop there because we don't want to just match them. We want to dominate them. So what we've seen is with most plumbing companies that are ranking here at the top, we usually see them around 200 citations. So if you're pushed down here below that, there's a chance you've only got 30 or 40 citations. So we'd have to go out and get those citations and then match your competitors, but then not only match, get even more so we can beat them online. Now, jumping over here really quickly to the water heaters, you're seeing the same thing. Water heater repair, Salt Lake City. This was one of those areas that I found that you guys were not showing up in. Now, if we actually go down a little bit lower, we're going to go below the map pack here. This comes down into the organic listing section here. And you can see that your site isn't ranked as number 1. In fact, it is all the way down here near the bottom of page 1. Now, we want to be up here in the top of Google, as you know, because Google statistics have shown that the top 3 businesses on Google get about 75% of the clicks, meaning that most of your potential clients are choosing one of the first 3 results and are never making it even down to your listing. So in order to get here in the top 3 results, you just need to beat out your competition in every aspect. You need authority. So how do you do that? Well, this is where backlinks actually come into play. So simply put, a backlink is when one website links to another website online. The easiest way to think about link juice or backlinks is to simply think about it kind of like a popularity contest back in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid recommending you. So in this popularity contest, the business with the most relevant link juice or authority wins. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you're a plumber, right? Well, you wouldn't want to have a backlink from an ice cream shop linking back to you guys because you don't make ice cream. Although that would be tasty, it would be kind of useless to you. But having a backlink from like a drywall company linking back to you, that would be much more effective. So if I actually jump over here again into my Ahrefs tool, we can go up here and we can actually see that you guys have 128 backlinks on your website, which is really awesome because you can even see here with Beehive, if we jump over to them, you can see here they've got 3,000 backlinks. So again, you might be questioning yourself a little bit because of the discrepancy of quantity here. But remember, not all backlinks are created equal. So quality over quantity. So where you are outranking them in a lot of your plumbing keywords, that must mean that you've got a lot of strong, relevant resources coming into your website. And so we're able to actually see the exact links that you've got there. Now kind of just jumping space over to that water heater, if key terms, if we jump over here to same day, they were the ones that were showing up here in the top. We've got same day and Scott Hill here in the top couple of positions. If we throw in same day to this, we're able to see the kind of keywords and traffic that they're pulling in for that, similarly to what we were showing initially, and just like the keywords that they're being found for as well. So again, pushing even more backlinks to your website would give you even more authority. That way you're pushing and you're positioning for those key terms once you're using those, and they can push you up in the organic search results. Again, super awesome with Ahrefs because we can see the exact sites linking to them and go to those same links, get those same links for your business or even more strong relevant sources. Getting you to the top of Google here is not magic. It's just a tried and true method that I've shown you today. So again, those 3 things that you can do today to help increase your online presence is, again, first focusing on your content here, getting your homepage up to 1,500 words with the right keywords and phrases that people are actually searching for in your area so that your company gets found. Citations, you just want to make sure that you increase your citation game, getting your name, address, and phone number on as many online directories so that you guys start showing up here in the Google Map Packs for different searches. I didn't notice you guys here as well in the Google Map Packs. So that'd be a great way for your company to get found. And lastly, just helping make sure that you guys continue to get quality backlinks. That way, when you're using those keywords that you're being found for, it's pushing you to the top rankings of Google. If you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google for all of those different services that you offer. Now, I'm sure that you're wondering, okay, well, what now? Well, you've got a few options. If you feel like you cannot handle any more clients every month, that's absolutely fair. Just send me a quick note saying that you watched the video. Tell me your thoughts about it. I would really appreciate your feedback. On the other hand, if you are ready to grow, then you can take this blueprint and implement these 3 strategies on your very own today. I gave you the exact formula that businesses pay tons of dollars to have, and it's all yours to use to help your company. Now, if you found this information valuable, and if you're one of those business owners to still raise their hands for the most effective route, go ahead and respond to my email. We'll set up a time to chat and dive deeper into your specific situation and see what I can do to help your business really thrive. Again, my name is Seleni, and I look forward to your email. Have a great day.